Hi guys, this is Tony Music. This is supposedly my first video. The original video was deleted or couldn't be uploaded because this exceeded YouTube's 10-minute time limit. I'd also like to say thank you for taking the time for visiting my channel, and thank you for watching this video. So, as you can see in front of your screens, this is Beyblade Metal Fusion, or it is known as Metal Fight Beyblade in Japan, and what you're seeing in front of you is the Pegasus Thunder Whip Stadium, which is one of the products that has been released by Hasbro. And I'd like to say that there have been so many changes from the original Beyblade. It's just unbelievable right now, and they perform really well. They can outlast the HMS series, and without a doubt they can beat the old plastic generation. So I'm just going to give you guys a history of Beyblade in case some of you are unsure of what this product is and where it came from. Back in 2000, a Japanese company called Takara Tomy came up with this idea of a spinning top called Beyblade, which is based off of the Japanese traditional toy from 100 years ago, or sorry, not 100 years ago, but hundreds of years ago, called the Beigoma. And today, they've just been really complex. So from the plastic generation that Takara Tomy has released, it's evolved all the way to this metal generation. So if any of you recall, we had the plastic Beyblades that had the screw-in spin gears, and that moved on to the Neo spin gears, which had to be built together, and there's a metal ring in there. You guys will know what I'm talking about. And from that, I think it moved on to the Magnacore spin gear, or the Magnacore system, I should say, in which magnets were used on the Beyblade, and there were magnets used in conjunction with the stadiums that were released at the time. Following that was the engine gear series, which, like the name says, there was an engine in the spin gear which allowed an extra boost of energy for the Beyblade to use, and it would depend on what the blade base was capable of, whether the energy is released at the beginning, at the middle, or at the end. And there were just different variations, I don't want to go into it, of the spin gear, but of the engine gear, sorry, and yeah, it was a pretty cool system. Then we have the HMS Beyblade, which is kind of like what you see today in Beyblade Metal Fusion. However, some notable differences is that Beyblade Metal Fusion has only one metal part at the moment, and that's its fusion wheel or metal wheel, whereas the HMS had several metal parts, including the tip, the running core, whatever, from what I remember. There was a weight disc, obviously its attack ring, and things like that. However, Beyblade Metal Fusion is indeed a step up from that old system, and it generally will outperform these the HMS Beyblades, or heavy hard metal system Beyblades. So I'm just going to show you guys some of the products that have been released, and I'm actually aiming this more towards Canadian viewers, as you guys are probably wondering what has been released so far. And before I get into this, I'd also like to say that I don't have any of the 2-packs, and you can probably look around on the WBO, which is on the box below. I'll have a link. And I'd like to say thank you very much to the WBO and Beywiki, as I've drawn a lot of my information from there. So I'll show you the stadium here. It's the Pegasus Thunder Whip Stadium. Initial thoughts: I thought it would be useful. In reality, it's complete crap. And the reason for that is there's too much wall and not enough exit. And sorry, you guys didn't see my hand moving on here, but there's too much wall, as you can see here, and it leaves it gives a really hard time to attack types to try to KO the other Beyblade. And a lot of people have been saying, oh, attack types are garbage. That's not the case. It's the stadium. The stadium is garbage. You can also tell when you buy the stadium. If you have a Takara Tomy attack stadium, or if somebody else has one, you can compare it, and you'll notice that this is a lot more shallow than the Takara Tomy stadium, because when it's more steep, it'll allow the attack types to move more towards the center when you use the sliding chute, which I'll discuss in my next video. And yeah, overall, I highly recommend not to get the Stadium if at all possible. But if you need to, then you need to, right? It's got exits. It's still usable, but I would highly recommend not using attack types in here unless you can get it to work. So, moving on, we have this launcher grip here, which is really interesting. I'll set down the camera and show you how this thing works. And you'll notice here that in this this grip, this will detach, and it's exactly like the tool that comes with the Beyblades in the single and double pack. This grip comes off. If you don't want to use the grip, you can always put this back on and just use it, without the grip. Next, this top part actually comes off so that you can put it in the other way, and this is for the light launchers for, I'd say right-handed people, but I'm not sure. It's a lot better for the light launcher if you put it in this way, sorry. This is the way that it doesn't come with. It comes in the package like this, and this is a lot better for using the string launcher here, which I'll talk about next. I'll just put this back together. Do I recommend this? Yes, I do. If you intend to use a string launcher, which is the best launcher at the moment, use it. Buy it. Enjoy it. So I'm going to put that aside. Here is the string launcher. You'll notice, I won't be able to show the camera, but you'll notice when you get it, the string is really long. Really long. It's almost two 30-centimeter ruler sizes, the string. It's really good. The only problem with this is a lot of kids that I've been seeing using this is that they pull and they don't release. So whenever you use this, just remember, you pull it and release it back like that, and that's how you would launch it. Another problem is the handle here. If you can see, I've got some tape on here because the handle is starting to crack. And in Japan, they have something called the Beylauncher suspension, which aids to this problem. So it's worth getting, but you just have to, get some spares of this. And that's pretty much it for this. You'll see that I have a layout of Beyblades here, and I will go into detail with them on the next video. I'm just almost reaching the 10-minute mark here, so this is part 1 of my what has been released video, and just move on to part 2 once you finish watching this.